Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Eid al-Mubarak. تقبلنا منا ومنكم. May Allah accept it to all of us, inshallah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. We tell Allah plenty thank you. We say thanks to Allah Azza wa Jal for this beautiful day that we are still alive, fortunate, lucky. We've prayed our Eid in our respective MASJIDs different times. May Allah accept it for us. Brothers and sisters who have concluded the final pillar of Islam, their Hajj, may Allah accept it for them. For their little mistakes that they've done along the line, along the process. Because there is no perfection in humanity. But we still hold fast to the mercy of Allah. May Allah grant them His mercy. And those who have performed Hajj before, may Allah accept it for them as well. And for some of us who are yet to perform Hajj, we ask Allah to grant us the means, that is financially and health-wise. We ask Allah to grant us the permission, the ability to perform Hajj, and may He accept it for us. So we are in the celebration mood. We are celebrating our Eid. This is the one that we are allowed to celebrate for 3 days. Alhamdulillah. In fact, we should be repeating the Ta'aleem in every Salah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, wa lillahi alhamd. This is highly recommended. Highly recommended. So we are in the celebration mood, brothers and sisters. But let us don't forget that in Islam, celebration has got a limit. In Islam, we have been conditioned. We are not loose, brothers and sisters. We are not loose to say we should do what we want to do, when we want to do it, and how we want to do it. No, that's not Islam. But in Islam, you are to do what is recommended and how it is recommended and when to do it. That's what makes us different. That's what makes us Muslims. This is a key point, brothers and sisters. If you find yourself doing things the way you want to do it, how you want to do it, when you want to do it, and where you want to do it, then know that your Islam is shaky. But if you find yourself doing things how, when, where, according to the Quran and Sunnah, then you count yourself lucky. This is the acid test. This is called the acid test. You don't need a scholar, you don't need a sheikh to come and examine you in order for you to know your position in the deen. No sooner you've come to the conclusion, when you assess yourself, no sooner you've come to the conclusion that whatever I do it in my own way. Whatever I talk the way I want to talk. Then it's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for you to lose your deen. And may Allah save us from that position. We find ourselves today in a position when you talk to short Muslims, we are very defensive, justifying our actions. Una pasmak, una gutsuga bokulo. Yes, in our lingua. Una lebe kufre l'Islam. Una wandrebu pa Islam. This is our problem. So you have to assess yourself, brothers and sisters. The lectures have been so much. The talking has been so much. Now take responsibility. take your own responsibility by judging yourself to your source, to what guides you to make decisions, to what motivates you to do certain actions. If you have your motivation, if you have your guidance from the Quran and Sunnah, then you are blessed. Then you are in a path of righteousness. But if you have your motivation from celebrities, from what people think about you, following your desire, then that is a recipe for disaster. So brothers and sisters in the deen, no one should take it away from us. We should be in a happy mood. We should celebrate with our family. We should celebrate the blessings of Allah. But at the same time, in our celebration, let us don't forget to ponder. Let us not forget to think about the less privileged, less fortunate brothers and sisters who are in a desperate situation. Brothers and sisters who are vulnerable. Brothers and sisters who are not in a conducive atmosphere to praise Allah, to thank Allah. As I speak, there are others right now in other parts of the world that have been oppressed, disadvantaged. There are others who are under the rubbles of the mudslide in Sierra Leone. There are others that are suffering in Texas for flooding. They are human beings like us. And some of them are Muslims. So count yourself as a lucky man not to be in that position. It is not because of your blessings. It is the test of Allah. So we want to take this opportunity to thank all the brothers and sisters who have contributed in diverse ways to the mudslide and the flooding that took place in Sierra Leone. May Allah bless you abundantly. You've been so tremendous in your donation, brothers and sisters. You supported us greatly by coming with clothing. Some are not used clothing. Some are proper clothing. Some people sacrifice what they love. May Allah bless you. Some people back it up with money. So, but inshallah, the masjid will make sure that your message reach the people. We'll make sure, inshallah, the masjid will make sure that those goods, those money that you've sacrificed, will go for the intended uses. Inshallah. So I want to say to you, brothers and sisters, let's continue to be generous. Let's continue to be grateful. Let's continue to be kind. Because it only makes you better. Kindness only makes you better, my brothers and sisters. Generosity only makes you better. Misery, stingy, mean, selfishness is not a quality of a Muslim. It's not a quality of a believer. Because what's the point in acquiring the world, accumulating things in this world, and you fail to use it for the best of humanity? What's the point? We are only passing strangers. We are only transit passengers. Have you ever seen someone in a transit point, even when you're in a duty-free shop? Do you start buying? You go to all the shops, you keep on buying 5, 6 luggages? No, you can't. In the transit point, in the duty-free shops, you're there for seconds, you're there for minutes, you're there for hours. You only buy essentials. In your transit point, you only buy essentials because you are already overweight. You are already overweight, brothers and sisters. But unfortunately, we are in a last transit point. Unfortunately, we are in the duty-free shop, waiting for our flight. When is the next flight? No one knows. When is the departure time for you? And for myself, no one knows. It can be the next 5 minutes. Your flight is waiting for you. My flight is waiting for me. And then we are busy shopping. We are busy buying for things that we're not going to take on the flight. May Allah guide and protect us. May Allah give us deeper understanding. Because you need deeper understanding for you to understand what I am talking about, brothers and sisters. Forget the houses. Forget the 3 mortgages you've got. Forget the jeeps, the cars you've parked. Forget them for a second. If you're very unfortunate that you just bought the car yesterday, yet to be delivered, and then Allah takes your life today, even your cups, we're not even going to put the cups in that car. And when the angel of death visits you, the first thing we forget your name. We deliberately forget your name. Not that we don't know your name, but we deliberately forget your name. The wife will never say, maybe you want to say, phone the brothers, you know Ibrahim is dead. Kalas. After that, my name is over. All the questions, where is the deceased? What the body? They don't wash the body, they don't pray the body, they don't bury the body. It's about the body, the deceased, the deceased, the deceased. Even your name is deliberately forgotten. So what about your properties, brothers and sisters? Things that you've been sacrificing your deen for. Things that you've been doing ruthlessly. As Allah says to us, إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لِرَبِّهِ لَكَنُودٌ وَإِنَّهُ عَلَى ذَلِكَ لَشَهِيدٌ وَإِنَّهُ لِيُومِ الْخَيْرِ لَشَدِيدٌ. He said, indeed, mankind are ungrateful to their Lord. And we justify our ungratefulness through our actions. And when it comes to seeking wealth, Allah says we are mean, we are ruthless. We are violent in seeking wealth. So that violence, brothers, that is the element I want you to ponder over. How violent are you? How ruthless are you? Convert that ruthlessness in seeking wealth to a ruthlessness in seeking knowledge of your deen. Translate that violence, that meanness in seeking wealth for this dunya, translate it to seeking Allah's pleasure in ibadah, in worship. Let us translate it, brothers. Let's convert it. Because it tells us, وَلَلْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى. The one after is better than this world. So let us invest in next world, brothers and sisters. May Allah bless each and every one of you that is supporting a good cause. As we said earlier, brothers and sisters, don't be barrier. Don't stand at the gate. Don't stop people from entering into Islam. You may want to ask the question, how do I stand at the gate? Which gates? You are a gate, brothers and sisters. Your behavior is a gate. Your character is a gate that stops people from coming to Islam. We are not doing the job anyway. We've stopped calling people to the deen. We've stopped advising people to come. So therefore, the only one we've got now is to behave nicely, is to be honest, is to be humble, is to be just, so that people will ask you questions and tell them, I'm humble, I'm honest, I'm just because of Islam. May Allah guide and protect us. We'll conclude this message. Before I conclude, before the Imam starts, brothers and sisters, we have responsibility for our kids. We've got brothers who are here, they call themselves Push for Excellence. It's for us to take our kids for both secular education. I'm not going to go too far. There will be leaflets outside. I'm only giving you the name because of time. Brother Mahmoud, who prays here, is organizing it. There are leaflets so that you can take your kids there for both secular and Islamic education. May Allah guide and protect us. Barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.